I have my up and downs, but right now I feel like in this period of time of my life, this is the best city. Like for my growing, for my career, I
Yeah,
have like I'm building connections over here. And in
yeah.
terms of nature, I think is one of the best place
Oh,
because
really?
everything you have. Warm climate, ocean, you have mountains, you want to snow, it's right there
Yeah,
like desert, different types of things. Right now it's the blooming season, so I'm very excited.
yeah.
So
And
yeah,
how many years ago did you move there?
I moved in LA. It's right now 3.5 years ago,
Yeah,
and I'm like a little bit over 4 years in America before I traveled all around the world, mostly in Asia.
yeah.
I lived in Asia, and yeah, I'm from Russia.
Yeah, yeah. I had called where in Asia, like Thailand, Southeast Asia.
Thailand. I lived a little bit in Malaysia, traveled over there. I lived in China for 3 years.
Wow.
Um, at that point, I even forgot Hong Kong. So yeah, I traveled a lot, but it's like I feel like my heart always wants to come back over there. I don't see myself live there all the time because of
Yeah.
their I don't know. Yeah, my desire to grow in a certain area, topics, niche, and also the climate's like very, very humid, hot. So,
Hmm.
but my heart always in China, I would say, and like
Really?
overall in Asia. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like my second, third home.
Wow, wow, wow. I just feel like we could have a whole conversation about China. I have a friend who's there now, but I'm going to resist the urge to go down a
Yeah.
20-minute China route with you. Okay, look, I'm going to get the fundamentals out the way as I think like the key questions like that people will want to know. So, like, first of all, congratulations on your Instagram and also loving the ASMR on YouTube if anyone's ever interested. Like,
Yeah.
I
I took a
particularly love
break.
that.
Right now I'm coming back. I'm coming
Yeah,
back.
no, that was good. I just want to say, like, for me, like, coming across your Instagram page, I was just like, do you know, it's something that really drew me in is just your ability to be yourself. You've got your boundaries and stuff, but being yourself and just really putting yourself out there. So before I really start digging in that soil, can you just tell us what came first? Was it massage and then touch therapy? And then how did you bring that all together with your more energy work? So if you can just kind of tell us a little bit of your history and how you arrived at where you are now.
It started very strange because I think it's all of the things that I've ever done and started in my life. It comes from trauma and a different point. I
Mm,
think so many people can relate. Like when I became a movement coach, it came from trauma because I have lower back pain, so I needed to heal myself. When I
right.
moved to America, I basically couldn't really do what I was doing before, so I'm like, I need to start from the scratch. So I really just needed money and I switched from my Russian accounts to like American audience. I made a whole new page, everything in English. Gladly, I could speak on that time.
Mm,
And I just started from the scratch. So I didn't have a lot of even like people that I know. Like I didn't have any subscribers, any fans, any
right.
followers in America. So I
Yeah.
just started posting everything I can. And then all of a sudden people started asking me about, oh, do you do massage? And I was dancing in a strip club in that time. I'm like, I actually don't work as a massage therapist, but like let's try to figure it out. And
Yeah.
I was focusing mostly on tantra, and I thought I'm gonna go this way. I worked with the men, and it was very healing also for me because I wanted to have different types of like basically just a simple connection with men
Yeah.
but without any, anything involved, like sex involved. And
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for a relationship. I just moved to America. I don't really have a lot to like offer. Like I don't have the energy for that. Sorry
Mm.
for um, so and that was perfect, like a healing process for me. And I was also getting money. I'm like, damn, the tantra is like such a opening experience for me. And
Yeah.
it got to because I had the massage certification a long time ago. I just never used it the same way. Like I
Yeah.
started medical college, never finished. It's like I didn't have a degree, but I got all the knowledge. And then it got to the point where like athletes are reaching out. And I'm like, they're reaching
Mm.
out because I am like just a simple, like nice looking girl and they want the same experience or they want something serious. And I
Yeah.
started mentioning that I used to be a movement coach. I used to work with the posture, with mobility, everything. And they're like, oh,
Mm.
let's work out this way. So I'm like, okay, I'm not doing tantra because I didn't really want it to go this way.
Yeah.
And I started going towards like real like athletic stuff. So like it
Mm.
got to that point. And
Yeah.
I was there for like a while. So it was always changing what
Yeah.
I was doing. So it's tantra, sensual massage. Then it got to like I working with the athletes. Basically me coming back to my previous field, mixing with the body work. I got more like online courses that I was learning, some more certifications. I'm like, okay, let's go to this path. Then I
Mm.
realized my body cannot handle that. And no
Mm.
matter how I much like it, I cannot do body work on like a huge people. And this is require like a whole stretching for like guy twice bigger than me.
Yeah, like let
And
me just can I just ask you a question around that because and I can relate to that. Sometimes like it is just like physical endurance yourself. Like,
yeah,
it's heavy. Like you're kind of maneuvering these heavy weights. So you just thought I just think like that's quite a brave decision to not say, well, I'm going to persist. It's when it's an income, to say, well, actually,
it was a good money, but at the same time, I remember the first video I accidentally record when I'm massaging. Basically, it wasn't even like a serious massage. I was basically just stroking her shoulders, like just really like. In this point, it's touch therapy. I just didn't know
yeah,
how to call it, and I
yeah,
recorded this video with a woman for the first time because I was recording a lot of content with guys. And
mm,
there's so many women reached out. This video went viral. They like, I don't know what is that. I want that. And I'm like, okay. I started recording once in a while like this type of videos.
mm,
But again, I was like thought that I gotta focus on like athletic stuff and go in
yeah,
this route. I even was already almost applied to kinesiology school, and I'm like, I really like I always wanted to deep dive into that,
yeah,
but like I just never had a chance. And then I just stopped myself because I'm like, hey, like your wrist, your back cannot handle it right now. It's gonna get even worse, especially again working with the athletes. Yes, you basically can switch to their female athletes, but it was like that desire when I was recording content in the sitting position when I'm behind a person
mm,
got so much like it resonated with people so much. It got so much
mm,
attention where people like, I don't know what is that? I want that. And I'm like, what if I like dive deep into touch therapy? So in my country, touch therapy is a very, very, very like huge field, a niche that
mm,
many people use in a massage and a tantric practice, just on like during meditations. There's just a lot of stuff. And touch therapy is like you can cover that so many things with
mm,
this name.
yeah,
So, and I'm like, hey, I actually know a lot about nervous system. I learned that when I was like doing the movement coaching. I know a lot about like actual touch.
mm,
I know how to massage, all of that. So
mm,
let me see, like dive deep into that. I was reading a couple books. Again, I was taking some like classes. And it got to the point where, oh, I actually have my own approach because when people came to me and they like, what is that? Like actual clients, they're like, what
yeah,
is that? Why feel so different? Why feels like not, I didn't experience anything like that. even like a regular massage, like without the sitting
Yeah.
position, even like her table. And I'm like, okay, I do have my own approach. And then step by step, like I was making content, and the same time I was trying to figure out what's their components and the key and principles that I personally use in my practice. So right
Mm.
now it's actually got into the whole method. Like my dream is to like make it as a thing, you know.
Yeah.
I was talking with the ChatGPT about my marketing strategy yesterday, and ChatGPT compared me to like Pilates or Findelkrais. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like somatic
Right. Oh,
practice
yeah, yeah.
method.
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah, I see I can go this route. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited right now. Kind of like I don't say I'm stable with what I'm doing. I definitely the more I learn, I can put
Yeah.
more into practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like going somewhere that I really like excited about the future. Like,
Yeah.
okay, right
Yeah.
now I created
Yeah.
some.
What I really like about the way you're speaking is you're giving me an indication as to like, and I couldn't quite put it into words. So before I ask this question, which is formulating in the back of my mind, let's just clarify exactly what is your version of touch therapy.
So I call it soul touch therapy because it was just my nickname. It's funny because it was my nickname in the strip club, and then it was my nickname in their account. And when I switched, like I literally worked in the strip club for like a month because I couldn't do this
Yeah.
job for longer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and it just stayed there. It was called soul massage, then it transformed into soul touch therapy.
Yeah.
So it's not about what are you doing, it's about how you're doing. So
Yeah.
you can apply the method even if you're a hairdresser. Let's say you're washing someone's hair, because like it's everything's energy exchange. And
Mm.
my method not just based on like, oh, it's just energy work. No, it's just really like skills and science.
Yeah.
But it's the approach that I'm taking. Instead of like, oh, just gonna cut your hair, let me just give you a quick, like less than a minute touch, like
Yeah.
hold my hand, just like, hey, let's
Mm.
take a breath, let's slow down. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go wash your hair with intentions to like just give you some comfort and
Yeah.
time and love. I
Yeah.
think love is the key
Mm.
because the world needed so much, especially right now,
Yeah.
and all this human connection, especially after COVID, like this disconnection physically, like
Yeah.
it just made it worse. So I can show so many skills, like, oh, you can do that. This is the sitting position. This is how we do that. This is how we stretch. This is how we work
Mm.
with the chest. Of course, it's all part of the method, but
Mm.
it's all also about
Yeah.
how I see the client. I see the client as a baby, as a little kid who lay down
Mm.
on my table, so vulnerable, trying
Yeah.
to open up as much as they can. Sometimes they can't open up their heart and soul right away
Yeah.
in my sessions. So
Yeah.
it's deeper than just like, oh, just stretch this way. That's why when people started copying me, which happened pretty fast because it was kind of
Mm.
like a unique way to shoot videos, and they
Mm.
started copying like certain moves, I started like, oh, I don't like I don't have anything to say because like I don't have a patent or anything to prove that. I
Yeah.
was like my method, and I didn't create the way of like shooting videos, of course. But when I figure out my principles and like the core of my method, I'm like, I don't care if they're copying me like how it looks because they don't know what is behind that.
Yes. Yeah. And I think I'm really glad that you said it was love because I think I'm saying I think, but really I feel exactly what you're saying. And I know that right off the bat that can, you know, people can have their armor up around that. But also, I know from experience, and I'm so glad that you're saying it and doing it so often, that you can feel from them that that's why they're coming towards you. So you've
Mhm.
got this, like you say, this delicate situation where you want to be respectful and honorable to them, but then there's this thing inside love that is saying to them it's okay, and show up as you need to, because love allows someone else to trust whatever they're feeling on whatever day and showing up however they are as well.
Yeah.
And so you as the person is also going, how loving can I be? Is allowing them to be who they are
Yeah.
today. So you're getting like another lesson as well, all the time knowing that this thing that's bigger than is happening at the same time. So I'm really glad you've said that. Um, on the back of that, before I get to the other question that I haven't forgotten about, what I found really lovely watching your videos as well is that moment that I always find, and I do take inspiration from you in that, is that when you're behind people, right? I don't know how, like, whether it's just me that thinks, wow, that's,
Hmm.
someone's behind you, which means you're open and they're
I
holding you
see
from
that.
behind.
Yeah, I see that.
And
I never thought about it because I always thought about perspective that um like I'm holding and I'm covering their whole body. I'm all around. When I'm sitting, it's not just like me hugging them in the front, like the whole body contact, the torso, legs.
yeah,
I'm hugging with the legs, with the arms, but also I think the fact that they cannot see me, so they can relax because they don't
yeah,
feel like, oh, someone watching me and doing like I'm behind. So they like the concept, yeah, they like open up, they can like express how they like. And sometimes in the past, or like when I was doing massage and then like sitting position, they would be like women, they will be like naked, and I was like, hey, let's wrap you around so like you feel comfortable. And they like don't care. Like just let my breast be here. I'm like, I'm not watching you. I'm behind you. I'm like, everything is good. Like you
yeah,
have boundaries. If you're okay with that, let's do that. So
yeah,
like they feel most free, I would say, in that case. So
yeah,
yeah, I think this position like so underrated and will be more popular
yeah.
in body work because I know it's like crossing a lot of physical boundaries, especially in American world where I live. It's like, oh, this is like too much because this is too much body contact
Mm,
for me as a practitioner and for them as a client. They like
mm,
practitioner tell me like, oh, I cannot cross these boundaries, it's too
yeah,
much. And the
yeah,
client's like, oh, I'm not sure I can trust this person. That's why I'm
yeah,
like always tell my students like you have to show some of your work on the social media. You have to make people trust you because this is like,
yeah,
yeah, very vulnerable position.
yeah.
But yeah, at the same time I see like this is the most needed right now
You do.
actually.
Yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah.
And the other one that, like, really brought a tear to my eye, having been pregnant myself. And I
Oh,
just, do you know what? And then consequently, I saw other Instagram videos where people were doing it, and I was just like, it makes me emotional now to think of it. That no, that I didn't get to experience that. Just when you're behind, you're
same.
lifting up that bump, and it just transported me back to being pregnant and
Yeah,
just
it's the
thinking,
same thing. I
why
swear,
aren't we lifting up bumps?
when I was rewatching my own videos, I'm like, gosh, I hope someone like that would come to me, not just like, yeah, carrying their stomach from like the bottom.
Mm,
It's like the best. Sorry for
yeah.
a baby's noise. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, okay, I know.
Yeah.
So, not my baby. So, but it was so because I know so many tricks because I was pregnant, and I'm like, let me think how
Mm,
it could feel if like if what I want, what type of release I want, and of course
yeah,
the lower back, of course it's like the
yeah,
support in the belly, like it's
yeah,
of course is the best. So I didn't work with a lot of pregnant women, but I want to record more because it's me opportunity to give them a free session basically, and for
Mm,
people to see like, hey, this is what doulas. I wish every doula come to my course,
yeah,
online, offline. I don't care because
yeah.
I want them learn these type of like skills. Like,
Mm,
hey, this is what we can do for pregnant women and postpartum. I had
yeah.
student who doing, she's doing some different types of stuff after pregnancy, like after birth.
Mm,
So it's like the first like couple weeks right after
mm,
pregnancy is so important to be taken care of. And when I was
mm.
teaching her, I'm like, you're gonna be the best just because all you
Wow.
have all of this knowledge. So
Yeah,
it's truly amazing, especially for a mom. And it's a different,
yeah.
I think it's such a different field to work with moms and like pregnant women. Yeah,
Mm,
the beauty of that
yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That was, yeah, that was literally awesome. Okay, let's get on to this kind of other question that I have around how I appreciate your creative essence. And I'm going to qualify this because I think I really relate to how you do it. And I think a lot of linear thinking, logical people who are great at other things maybe don't understand this kind of very intuitive, intelligent, suck it and see attitude you seem to have. And I'm watching it and it's like, I'm not taking I totally honor you in this, in the way that I can go, she's a total intuitive. She is not afraid to experiment and to intellectualize the intuitive experimentation of life, and call it creativity as a background
Mhm.
noise. Like, I don't think that it doesn't come across as like direct artistry or creativity. It's just you being you. And I know that you're just giving yourself permission to go, well, I'm gonna try that. And there's intelligence in it. And and I'm just like, it's so like liberating to go,
Mhm.
there's an intuitive doing intuitive things without saying, hey, do you know what I mean? You're just doing
Yeah.
it. You're just doing it. And
I
when you do
mean,
that, I
yeah.
just got to say, you're inspiring so many of us that are that way inclined
I
to
hope
go,
so. I hope so. It's one of my missions to inspire people in a different ways.
like, oh, we'll do ASMR. I can ASMR, and oh, now I'm going to talk about this, and now I'm doing this. Like, is in you as a person are just giving other people permission to go. It's not. It doesn't have to be like this. It's more like a 3D model, and we're just adding on, and it might go this way, and it might go that way. But whatever it is, it's been granted permission. Do you think you've always been like that since you were a
Yes,
kid?
always.
Yeah.
I don't like I'm a rebel in my soul. I'm
Mm,
going against people's opinion, society, against my family, wherever my family, my mom say, "Oh, you have to do that." I'm like, "Nope, I'm gonna do my own way." Against sometimes even marketing. Like I'm trying to balance this perfect find the middle ground between like thinking about business and marketing strategy, but also just follow my heart, because if my heart telling me like this is not my thing and this is not right, this is not gonna work, like it's not gonna
mm,
work, because I only want to do what I want. I really stopped creating any massage content. I think what, like two months ago, maybe months ago,
mm.
because I was like, I'm burnt out. Like, I need a break. I don't know what's gonna happen. I was so ready, like, okay, I just gonna dance again. Like, I don't care about my soul touch method. Like, okay. And then I took a break. I'm like, okay, I'm actually good. I just needed a break.
Yeah.
And it's like, everybody like afraid, oh my God, I took a break from YouTube. My numbers got down. I'm never gonna come back to like good numbers and like earning again. I gotta come back for sure because I know myself. I know what type of content. I know, like, also followers, fans who follow me, they're like still waiting my massage ASMR content. And as soon as I'm ready, which I'm ready right now, it's a spring, it's a blooming season, a bunch of flowers gonna bloom, and I'm excited to like create because I hate
Mm.
doing something because I have to.
Yeah.
This is where like my soul dies, where I have to create. I have to like always changing the way I'm doing things. I have to always not just about like improving or I have to get better. Like if I feel like I am stagnant, I need to change something because
Yeah.
I cannot even. I'm that type of person. There's people who can be disciplined, perfectly disciplined, follow their routine. It's really drained my soul to the
Mm.
death. I cannot follow the same routine. It always has to be upgraded, changed. Sometimes I can wake up and I'm like, hey, this is a day I'm going with the flow. And if the flow brings me to another city,
Yeah.
let's
That's
go.
it.
Like if I would have the kid, my life would be even crazier. This is the only, I think it's a good thing that I have her in my life because I have to be a little bit more stable and a little bit
Yeah.
more disciplined.
Yeah.
But overall, like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I want to go 2 hours away from the city today and record just a talking video over there. Or like
Yeah.
I would drive and I'm like, oh, I want to stop right there on the middle of nowhere on the mountain. I think it has a good view for shooting, and I would go there. Like it's
Mm.
always following my soul to like to the little small details, and
Yeah.
this is applied to work. So if it's like I'm very honest with the students. If I'm burned out, if I'm busy, I'm like, hey guys, I wish I can be here for you right now, but I'm human. Like, let me have some time to like
Yeah.
rest and I'll be like ready to work or like be in my fullest potential. Like, give me just a couple days. Or
Yeah.
like the last month I had severe headaches for 3 weeks. I couldn't work for 3 weeks. I have to
Mm.
cancel courses. I have to reschedule the lunch of online course. I have to do a bunch of things. And everybody understood because I'm very transparent. I'm like, hey guys, like I am dying right now. I hope you can understand. Like
Mm.
I'm doing my best. You will get refunds if you want. Just give me some time. I'm very transparent, not gatekeeping. And people like genuinely understand. They like, I hope you get better very soon. We understand. Take your time.
Mm.
So if you live your life like that, I
Yeah.
think it's not just like there's so many benefits from you, but the most benefits that I'm having is like I don't lie to myself, and I'm very happy with all of the
Mm.
decisions I'm making, no matter
Mm.
what. Even if I have to like close a company, like if I feel it's gonna be right,
You can do it.
I'll do that.
You're gonna do it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's talk about like energy, your energy levels. Like this is like a real practical one for people because you're very good at clearly saying no, yes, which is like always a really good start for people. So you've got to, let's just talk about how you release first before I forget. How do you release energy? So you've got to build up, it's sensual or it's whatever that energy is. And I know that you dance. So obviously I'm interested in this because it's how I do it too. I'm almost like, keying into like an archetype or whatever it is, embodying that emotion, then I play it out for like I'm going to be dancing like this, I'm going to be moving like this,
Mhm.
and then I watch, I'm watching it. So I'm curious, like, what are you doing? Because you must be taking on so much.
Yes,
Where's it
I
going?
think the hardest part for me is anything related to like offline events when I am teaching. I still learning how to do not give everything that I have because I always overgive and then I feel exhausted, like with my
Mm.
voice, with my body, with my mind. So I think the best way to like release for me it's just move in any different ways. It will be jumping, running, going up to the hill. Like I love hiking, dancing, not in a dance class, of course, like just
No.
really play different types of music. and screaming. This is the cases where like I
Mm.
can't do that anymore. Like this is the only way to like let it go. I would scream. I love screaming. My
Yeah.
pillow in the mountains again in the car, best thing ever. Uh yeah, really simple. There's just so many different ways.
Mm.
Breathing not really helping me. I know it's like
Yeah.
there's a different purposes for that.
Yeah.
But when I really like it's the energy or like you know like you want to
Yeah.
throw up, like you need to get it out.
Yeah.
I think like shaking, dancing, moving, running is the
Mm.
best. I started running again because my daughter goes to the track and field
Mm.
practices, and I can feel like when I'm running, I'm like, okay, I can feel like it's coming out with all of the liquids from me, like all the negative energy, whatever I'm holding or like overthinking, it's
Yeah.
just getting there. I also buy all the archetypes, all of the astrology, human design. I have to move in order to rest. So
Mm.
my type of rest is not laying down. When I lay
Yeah.
down, my my physical body, like this is not our rest.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
rest
This is
is
not a
just
rest.
walk, hiking, being
Yeah.
alone, just looking at the sky, looking at the tree, like walking, moving, that type of stuff. That's why when I'm thinking about going back, because I used to be a dancer, singer, being on the stage, I'm like,
Mm.
I think I'm gonna have so much energy because I'll be running and moving on the stage. So it'll be my type of rest. So yeah, it's different for so many people.
Yeah.
It's like if you really learn your own body, like how,
Mm.
like just start noticing, like, hey, I actually feel like I got for a walk and I feel so much better right away. Not like a gym type, it's just like simple stuff. Or
Mm.
someone would be like recharging with people. Not
Mm.
me. I am
Yeah.
the opposite. Even like with like best friends, like my family, I like to be alone.
Yeah.
I need to recharge by myself with candles or like again running in the mountains, stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
all about learning your soul, your body.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to talk about learning your soul and body in a second, but before I do, because we've done the energy, what you're doing when you've got an overspill, when you're getting ready to ground, then is that like a natural result of that, or when you're then knowing, say for example you've got a day where you've got 4 clients or a whole day of teaching, what would you do to check in with your intuition beforehand, and then what different things would you do before you're then going back to be in a very kind of people orientated?
Always stay alone before and after. Like I would try if I have my daughter, I would try to like get her with the babysitter as soon as possible to prepare mentally. I don't have the rituals. I don't have anything like that.
Yeah,
My intuition works 24/7. It's just
yeah,
right here. It's like
yeah.
as soon as I feel something, I'm like, oh, the day gonna be good. Or like, oh, there's gonna be like a one complicated student that will gonna be like overthinking or like not helping, you know. It's
Yeah.
really it doesn't happen that often, but sometimes it's just like heavier people, I would say, that
Mm,
I can work with, but it's all about like just being flowing in the moment. I don't have
no.
the rituals. Again, my biggest tip is just to for again for myself, maybe not going to work for everyone. I like to take a shower right after when I'm like events, all of like overload, just a shower, just water running. That would be perfect if I have like a waterfall next to me or something like
Mm,
that. I
yeah.
would go straight to like moving water. I need a
Mm,
river, not stagnant water. I need a river, waterfall. If I can just go inside just for a second in the water,
mm,
and that will be great. Or again, we have showers right now.
yeah. Yeah.
So like sometimes I have this feeling like I need to go to the waterfall. Gladly,
Mm,
most of the time we have good weather. So sometimes I'm like, I need a river right now because a running
mm,
water feels like a cleanse for me mentally.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but most of the
interesting.
time it's just like staying, like not rushing, not like stressing out. I'm like, just let me take my time. I would rather have like 20 minutes late or start than I'll be like all over the place because it's not gonna work. So I'm trying to like be silent as much as possible, just be alone, just prepare my food, breakfast, let's go. We have a long day of work. So because I worked a lot in trips. I used
Mm,
to like go to the different states, different cities, and that way I would have like 4 or 5 clients a day in a row. So they just like, and my session's like 2.5 hours. So it's like
mm,
I do have hour in between. I just turn off my brain. I try to not check my emails. I don't work. I don't ask how my daughter is doing. I know she's doing great. I don't have to
mm.
check. But so between clients and before and after that, I'm just trying to like stay zen. Everything's fine. Just pick my favorite food, maybe go for like 5 minute walk, shower, and I'm good. So it's like it's very simple, but it's
Yeah.
my way of doing like things. I don't want to
Mm,
overcomplicate. I don't want to go on a trip knowing that I have to work. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot my, I don't know, favorite crystal that helps me with
yeah.
regulating myself. And it's like the whole day is ruined. Like
Yeah.
that's why I don't
Like,
need that much.
yeah, you're
I
your
just need
favorite
myself and the
crystal.
peace. Yeah.
So, like, I was just thinking when you were saying waterfalls, I was like, oh my, it would be freezing if I went anywhere
I
near a
love that. I
waterfall. I
love
would
that.
love to
I
be
would
near
go
a
into the
hot water.
freezing water and then I get
Yeah.
out and I'm good. Yeah.
Right. For those of us who are at that point where they know that they don't have that intuitive relationship with their mind body, but they know that it would benefit them. Do you have any tips to how you would start to really listen to that?
I have the tip for everyone. I say that and I think in each class every time. Turn off the lights to like very, very dark, warm lighting is fine.
Mhm.
Start with no mirror, then you can upgrade to mirror. Take off your clothes. It's for women. I don't know,
Yeah.
and I don't know a lot about men, how they're
Yeah.
about their nervous system. I'm mostly like a woman expert.
Yeah.
Take off your clothes. Put some sensual favorite music. If it's like, even if it's not sensual, just your favorite music that I like to you like to move and
Mm,
dance, and don't be scared to touch your body in a different ways, like mess
mm,
your hair, put like alarm for 10 minutes, like because it sometimes people want to quit like earlier, at least
yeah.
10 minutes, then like switch, I don't know, dancing on the floor, stuff like that. So it's always very dark, very like maybe even put some essential oil, so create the space where you feel like you can express yourself knowing that no one gonna enter. Like if you're
Yeah.
not sure that like anytime the mom or your sister can come in
Yeah.
the room, don't do that. It should be like pure safety that no one
Yeah.
comes in this room, no one see you, everything is dark, just
Yeah.
dance for yourself. I
Yeah.
think this is the best way because this is where the safety of like expressing yourself coming from. And when
Mm,
you express yourself, you figure out what you like. Because I started doing stuff that I didn't do before when I moved to America. Oh my
yeah.
God, I opened so much about myself. Like, example, I went on a date and a guy invited me to arcade games,
Mm,
different times, like a huge room with a different arcade games. Never been there before. I don't like, it's overstimulation for me. Like I don't like the colors. I don't like so much noise, so much. I hate it. Somehow I said yes. I'm like, okay, let me try. That was a one game that showed me and told me so much about myself. It was a killing zombie game where
yeah.
like you really have like a whole gun and you shoot zombies.
Yeah.
After that, like my eyes sparked and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I found some dark like energy into me that love that type of like stuff, like playing that type of video games, because I used to play video games, but not like not the same.
Mm.
I got to I didn't even remember what the guy's name. I don't remember him. I never met him after I got home, lay down like that, and just started thinking like, oh my God, what type of person I am if I like this type of things, like why it's in me. All that is, and I started connected dots, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually this way. Because it just opened up, and it's always, you just have to pay attention. So this is my second tip:
Yeah,
pay attention on the
pay
little
attention.
things that happens, and like get you some spark, like, I actually like it, I never thought about it. Or
Mm.
just go into the new stuff, because again, same, it's like same thing with the cars. Never thought I'm gonna love driving cars. Didn't have a car before. Last year, got it. It's my whole half personality right now. Like
Yeah.
car and enthusiasm about the cars. It's my half personality right now. Like
Mm.
it's you're never gonna have, like you're never gonna open yourself to yourself if you're not gonna say yes to more opportunities, even if it feels stupid, like if it
Yeah.
looks stupid. I'm like, I don't like arcade games, why I'm going there, but I feel it's right. So it's
Yeah.
like saying yes and like listening, like this gut feeling, like, let's try it, maybe it's gonna
Yeah.
like maybe it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, dancing in the dark naked, chef kiss. As a person who
Oh
danced
my,
for over 20 years, it's like
yeah.
it's the best that you can do for yourself, I swear.
Oh my God. Like that. I haven't done that and I'm like, okay, okay. I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm going in.
even
I'm going
even if
in.
you know your body, even if you're like in tune with the body, I feel like this is such a like always new level of opening yourself
Yeah.
in a new ways. I'm like, oh, I actually, let me try. It's like, instead of if you're like pro into dancing, or
Yeah.
like know a lot about yourself, let me
Mm.
try to dance on the music that I don't know, or like think that it's
Yeah.
nasty dirty or it's not my style. Like
Yeah.
I started listening to music that I don't like, and trying to like why it's triggering or why I don't like it, and start
Yeah.
again opening up new things about myself. So
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's it's added more. That really makes sense. Just that kind of, I love that about the experiences and wondering. It's like that Marmite. I don't know if you have Marmite in America, but it's like this love-hate thing. You can feel a pull towards it, but you're like, why? Like, why? When
this
I
is
know
your
that
dark
everything is
side
saying,
that
yeah,
yeah.
everything's saying this is going to be awkward, but why? Why do I still want to? And just like following your nose on that.
This is where the energy is stored,
Yeah,
because everyone has this dark side, and
yeah,
even if it's like dangerous to the society,
mm,
there's a ways to do that in a healthy way. Like
yeah,
instead of like, oh, I actually like to be like a whore, I want to be a prostitute, like I feel like I want to do that in my life, but it's
mm,
like it doesn't align with my lifestyle, like I can't physically do that.
mm,
There's a ways to express that. Some people
yeah,
maybe would do OnlyFans, maybe even pole dancing gonna help. Maybe
mm,
just, I don't know, write a secret romantic novel, like essential novel. There's so many ways to
mm,
express that sexuality. So
yeah,
it's not about like, or I have this dark side that like not really cool or like dangerous to society, I'm not sure I can do that. There's a healthy ways to express. Or
yeah.
some people just go into the darkness, their darkness, not in a negative way, in any way
I know what you
something negative,
mean.
it's just the balance of that. Some people would just go like, I want to be a prostitute, I'll go there and this is my
Mm,
path, and they're gonna have a different things that they fully commit to their dark side, they need to go to the light also. So it's always the
mm,
balance. It's never like, or she like light blooms an angel. It's always some darkness in each person,
yeah,
especially in the women. And then
yeah,
we need to find to express and get this out, get this energy out in a very like safe and healthy way. Again, pole
Mm,
dancing, like dancing sexual, or if you like writing or anything like that, that can
mm.
be a way. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I
there's
love
always
that. I
a
love,
ways.
yeah.
And people
Well,
still gonna judge no matter what you do.
I
So
know,
it's just
I know,
about to,
I
you
know.
just go and do that.
Yeah, exactly. Having done a bit of that, well, quite a bit of it on Instagram myself, I was like, okay, okay. Once you start learning this, I really like the writing one as well. I think a lot of women have thought that they would, really like to go there. That would be a great kind of journaling in the morning.
I think I started thinking a lot about the witches in like the old time where they burned witches and all of that. And I'm
Mm,
like, and I am obsessed with the burlesque and the cabaret.
mm,
And if you know the history of that,
yeah,
like the prostitute was like, it was a very well paid job. And
yeah.
everybody has that. It's like it will never disappear from our society. It will always be there. It's just, again, it's just
Mm,
an example. And I think it's like it's still triggering people, and it's just going in a circle, and people try to accept
mm,
it, and then it's again like a new society norms that it's not acceptable. We just go into the circle, and just the history repeat itself. That's why I'm like,
mm.
I don't even care, because we've been in there like since centuries and centuries. This just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, and
Women
here we
still
are
judged,
again.
and yeah, no matter
Yeah.
what you do, you're still gonna be judged. Right now, the craziest part right now, the tread wives and all of these like family look in women also be judged by like
Yeah.
maybe radical feminists, or again, I don't care what's the beef
Yeah.
about, but like there's so many women like how you can be tread wife and commit and have so much kids. And before it
Mm,
was like a high standards, like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
she's a wife, she's taking care
Yeah.
of, she has kids. Right now
Yeah.
everything being
Yeah.
judged and
Yeah.
questioned. I'm like,
How
at that point you
how
really
can you
have
live on a
you
farm
can do
with
whatever you want.
children?
Yeah. You still gonna be judged.
Yeah.
You fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's so true. It's so true. Okay, let's like bring it a little bit back in then. So like let's have a little nosy into your work. So it was really interesting. You said you have an hour's break between clients. I think a lot of people will like rush to stack up their client list, and and then you get a client that cancels and you're like relieved because a
Hmm.
client has cancelled it, and then you think, why are we waiting for the universe to step in and cancel clients in order to go,
Yeah.
oh, I really needed like that hour or two off. So is that something that you've always done as well, or is that something you've just learned over time, that you've got to have that kind of doorway of peace in between?
I think I just put myself in a category like I will be privileged in my workspace. I'm not
Mm,
gonna work like everybody else from the beginning. I remember because I didn't know the prices for a massage, and I started to look at the prices, and I'm like, $60 for an hour work where I have to like set up the whole space. Like in my
mm,
work, like a professional like massage, relax. If it's relaxing, it should be in a relaxed area with smell, with like candles or something.
yeah.
So and I'm like, no way. So I started charging like way above like average massage prices right away.
Mm,
But there the breaks between, again, I started traveling to different city like on the fourth month of work, because I just my videos just blow in different cities, and they like, come to New York, come to New York. And I had so many clients and bookings in New York. I'm like, okay, let's travel. And I
mm,
remember I took 5 clients, and I'm like, this is my max. This is my max during the day. I
mm,
the break was like between like 30 minutes and an hour, sometimes just like depends on what people wanted to book.
mm,
And I realized that 30 minutes is not even enough, because it takes me 10 between 10 and 15 minutes to prepare myself in the space. So
yeah.
it's candles, it's cleaning everything, changing sheets, making
Mm,
sure that their place is ventilated. Because if the guy, let's say, was had this he smelly shoes, like it's the place needs to be ventilated.
mm,
I need to like fix my makeup if I have a makeup, fix my hair,
mm,
change my clothes because I'm probably was sweating. I don't want to be sweaty.
mm,
Uh, then I need to like maybe get a snack or get a water. So by the
mm.
time I did all of that, I don't even have a place to sit down, and I need that. So I
Yeah.
realized like 20 minutes just to prepare all of that, like prepare
Mm,
myself, prepare the space, and then the rest of the time I'm just sitting down. I'm just chilling. I just know if it's a good weather, I'll listen to birds outside. I always choose very quiet places. I never choose like if I know the places has constructions, if it's a very busy road, I will not like work over there.
yeah.
So I need time to recharge because I give so much energy to the client.
Yeah.
And that's why 4 is the idea if I'm working like on the trips
Mm,
like that's what I'm like 3 4 days straight. 4 clients is my max. Also
mm,
because the session between hour and a half to 2 hours and a half sometimes two and a half hours, that's my max.
mm,
So yeah, you definitely need like you need a little stretch, you need a recharge, you need to take some time.
mm.
And even if I like fully booked and I have the time, like I have a couple hours in the morning, let's say I start at 11, I can potentially squeeze a client in 9, but I have to wake up way earlier. I'm not gonna get enough sleep. And it's also
Mm.
traveling because I don't work like that in LA. In LA, when I was working, I spread everything like apart. I'm like, you're on Monday, you're on Wednesday, you're on Friday, and this is my max for a week. I swear, I had
Brilliant.
5 clients a week max.
Yeah.
I couldn't take any more.
Yeah.
Also because I was traveling to clients, so in order for me to travel to the client, on that time I didn't drive a car. I had an Uber. They was paying for Uber. It
Mm.
was kind of like included into the price.
Yeah.
So I need to get the Uber. I need to get their massage table in the car, get from the car, unpack, prepare. So it takes sometimes 5 hours with the trip or like 4 hours with all the moving.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot squeeze another person in that time. I also have a kid. I have to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I have so much responsibility. A whole business, not just like a physical work. I have to promote myself. I have to shoot videos.
Yeah.
So it got to the point when I started like teaching. It got to the point that teaching online and just doing content whatever I want in any circumstances I want with the client who not complain. The models are not complaining. They're like, it's just way more profitable and better for my soul. That's why I kind of stopped working with even like celebrities. I would just like, I don't take clients. I'm sorry. Unless it's like, I don't know, 3 grand.
Yeah.
You want to pay me 3 grand for a
Yeah.
session? I think I would go. But overall, like, I don't have desire. If that would be like really a case that some person has money, has
Mm.
all the privilege to pay wherever they want, and they like, I just want you to give me a massage. I'm like, okay, three
Okay.
grand. But overall, like, I am good. I don't want to like the energy's not worth it, basically. So
Yeah.
I always follow my soul. Again, come back to the same. Like my
Yeah.
soul need to rest, my body need to rest, and I
Mm.
also always make my own rules. This is my rules.
Mm.
If you're not agree with that, I'm okay. There was clients who like, I don't want to pay for your Uber. I'm like, no problem.
Mm.
I'm just not your practitioner because I don't own a car. I'm sorry, I cannot drive to you like hour and pay like
Mm.
over $100 for Uber back and forth. When I have a
Mm.
car, maybe we can come back to this conversation. But right now, this is the rules. So I think
Mm.
people, especially massage therapists, body workers, they're scared to set up their own rules. This is
Yeah.
my max for a day. This is my max for a week. This is how
Mm.
many days off I'm gonna have. And
Mm.
why? Because the prices are so low. Because they're charging like 60, $100 per. It's not enough. I'm in the lake. That's not enough. It's not enough to
Yeah.
survive.
Yeah.
So you need to increase the prices. You need to find people who would pay because there's a lot of people who would pay the prices like that.
Yeah.
So, and if you feel like you cannot find this type of people, I always say there's an option to just shoot content. If you can once in a while help people with their back if you really like feels like your passion you and it's your
Mm,
purpose to help people. But
mm,
shoot content, put this massage videos into YouTube. It's doing great. Like I can feel the vision. If I'm doing continue doing massage content into YouTube, I will get my million followers. I will have YouTube highlighted me because I know all the massage creators on the YouTube. It's always A, too sexualized,
mm,
B, not too professional, or just like too boring, too basic.
mm,
Oh, just super regular massage, just basic strokes. Like,
mm.
so I am very like separated because I love the compliments when people tell me a lot. Like, I love how your content is not sexualized. Like,
Mm.
you can find it like if you really want to, like, oh, this is so sensual, but it's
Yeah,
not
it's
sexualized.
sensual. Yeah,
I don't have this like I want to expose as much body as I can just because like I'll
yeah.
attract more people. No, I
Mm.
have the whole goal for my videos. That's why. So
Yeah, yeah, it is. Your videos are a very sensual experience, but in the like in the true sense of the word, it's like you transported there. Like, you
mhm.
know, they're very cinematic. Like I'm telling you what you know already know, but just for anyone who doesn't, it's like a vision inside of itself, you know, like they're on the cliff top or you know, and you can and just the way the cinematography works it is like a 2 minute or 30-second movie that you're just like, you know, you don't have to say anything because you know you're just like, yeah, yeah, I want to be on that table. You know, it's
I want to be on that table too.
yeah.
Trust me.
I bet you do. Oh yeah, that's a really good question. So, do you have someone who does this for you?
I see. I am prioritizing working to heal my physical body. So I'm like focusing on like fascia release that's not pleasurable. It hurts. So I go to
Mm,
the practitioners who are really like fixing me all the time because the work I did to my body basically.
mm,
I am very, very specific about the touch. I am very
yeah,
picky. I'm very OCD,
yeah,
and it's hard for me to receive massage because I would
yeah.
come and I'm like too much oil, the pressure is not right, why you don't feel my
Mm,
body. So because most of massage therapists they kind of like robotic for me and I
yeah.
really need the intuitive touch. So it's really hard to find. Sometimes I would have like a student, I'm like you have potential or like I can feel like you go into this right direction, but
Mm.
it's hard to find. Sometimes I just like if people want trades and I'm like I'm not sure if you're good enough, so I'm
Yeah,
like even if you are, like how I would know. But
yeah.
I have like 2 3 people who I trust. Sometimes we just do trades or like we shoot content
Mm,
and that kind of works. But
mm.
I'm trying to give myself like just simple touch if I really
Yeah.
need.
Mhm.
But yeah, I
I feel
mostly
you.
focus on like fascia release and like because my muscles are very tight, fascia is very tight.
Mm.
Mostly focusing on that.
I
But
tell
trust
you,
me, I love
I,
spa. Like I love spa and massage. It's just again me being so particular about
yeah,
touch
yeah,
makes it
yeah.
so
Left
difficult.
of it, and yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So, what do we think other people will want? Let me just make sure I've covered all the questions. Oh yeah. So before we get onto your course and just like general kind of tips for people, I'm curious, like if, you know, in the arena of like honesty and like transparency, which I know you're great at, like what do you think you're getting from this, or what do you think the giver of the touch therapy and the massage therapist is, because it is a giving. situation, but in that kind of exchange, do you think that it's someone who is, um, if someone's a natural giver, what do you think that they could be receiving
I am. I
as
used
part
to
of the
be.
exchange?
I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
So I used to be a natural giver, and I'm trying
yeah,
to, I don't say like suppress it, but I try to control it because I give too much.
yeah.
And it was very easy for me to give, but I'm like, how, I think the money that I'm receiving, that I can
Mm,
live my life the way I want,
mm,
made so much difference because when I was struggling with like my lower prices, I have a bunch of clients like lower prices for me. Like I'm like I'm
mm,
not I'm working so much, I'm not making enough money. Like what's going on? And when I
mm.
switched to the better prices, I'm like, I know why I'm going there. I know
Yeah.
why I'm given this energy because money,
Mm,
it's not just papers. It gives you
no.
the freedom the way you want to live your life. It
Yeah.
gives me the opportunity as a single mom to hire a sitter where I can do whatever I want. It gives me
Yeah.
opportunity to buy a car and like fulfill my dreams,
Mm,
do my hobbies, have a free time basically instead
mm,
of working every day from 10 a.m.
mm.
to 6 p.m. This
Yeah.
is the first thing. And the second thing, it's all how you see your work.
Yeah.
Basically, like I said in the beginning, when I worked with a lot of men, I had this fulfilling feeling that I really so happy to share this intimate vulnerable space. And it's
Mm,
kind of like, yes, I am giving, but I also feel like I'm receiving some type of like energy back.
mm.
Also again depends on the clients,
Yeah.
but in the beginning I was like 100% very good exchange. Like I really intuitively, people who came to me, it was exactly the type of people that I needed, like very
Yeah.
calm, quiet. Yes, they have like certain desires, but they're like very calm, controlling, and there's the energy exchange was just amazing. Then it
Mm,
got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm over that. I really want to work with women, and with women it was even better because I can
mm,
feel like they're I can give as a mother because many people tell me that I have this mothering energy, even my
mm,
student, that I can give her that love. And you know
mm,
when you there's a feeling when I massage someone's lower back, it feels like I'm massaging it for myself because I'm like I
mm,
want to give them experience that I would like to receive. And I
mm,
think this is also one kind of thing that helps me because when I'm hugging a mom who just gave a birth, I'm like, I know this, I know how it
yeah.
feels. I know she needed that so much. So it's
Yeah.
not like I am given, I'm also receiving her being grateful in
Yeah.
terms of money, in
Yeah.
terms of energy, in so
Yeah.
many ways. And of course,
Yeah.
someone like more vulnerable, verbal about their like uh thanking me for experience, right? Someone would
Mm,
like maybe post me like, hey, thank you so much, this woman like changed my life.
mm.
There's so many things. It's
Yeah.
always there, the balance, and sometimes you will find people who you really like give so much and don't receive anything back. You will recharge, you will just like learn your lesson. Or again,
Mm,
I choose client intuitively. They would text me and sometimes I feel like I'm not the one. I'm not your
yeah.
practitioner, or just like I feel like right now, like don't come to me, like come later. And sometimes I would just say no, I'm busy, but I feel like I just cannot take this client somehow.
Yeah.
Everything based on my intuition. Sometimes that's why like it's hard for me to teach. I'm like, you really have to feel the person. You really have
Mm,
to learn that the energy is right there. You just have to read it.
yeah.
So it's, yeah, it's a lot of science, but it's a lot of like just spirituality around
Yeah.
the way I work, and it's
Mm,
good and bad. So it's like
mm,
everything I'm explaining based on science, but everything I am teaching in terms of like little things, I'm like, you as a
yeah.
practitioner, if you want to go this route, you
Mm,
definitely have to learn the body language, how to read people. It's going to
mm,
help you in your life to stay safe, to stay protected in terms of
mm,
energy physically sometimes. Like if you
yeah.
feel like this guy looks valid. Do I really work with him? No. One time, the story.
Yeah.
One time, their very, very big celebrity texted me, "Hey, I want to book a massage." Amazing. We booked on their, I think, next day.
Mm,
And he booked like a whole 4 hour experience with the body work, with the massage. Like it's a very, very long session.
mm,
And I was just exhausted that day. I think I was getting sick and I literally canceled him like a couple hours before. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I cannot do that. I don't feel good. Like I'm sick.
mm,
And everybody told me like, you crazy. You cancel him like
mm.
the big celebrity. Next day after I cancel, there's not just rumors, news about he sexually assaulted me.
Mm.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
am so
You are
protected right
on
now.
fire.
I am so good. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I would trust my intuition till the days I'm
Yeah.
leaving this planet because
Yeah.
the money's not worth it, the effort's
Yeah.
not worth it if you're not safe.
Mm,
So if your
mm.
energy, if your intuition say don't go, don't go.
Yeah.
And if
And
you
this,
go and something happened, that's the way
you
you learn
know,
the lesson. It's just the
yeah.
way I see the world working.
Exactly. And like it is scientific, isn't it? Because you're getting that feedback. You're getting that if like you say, it goes back to what you were saying about knowing your body. Look, if once you start listening, it's you're being told loud and clear. And like you say, the more you attune, then you're going to get that advanced guard
Hmm.
coming in, going, no.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's really good for people to hear. And I like, it's the way you're saying it, like this like science and spirituality, it's really, this goes back to when people find their own way of doing it, that your language or your words is often, isn't it, it's a key to who you're going to be as a person and what area you're best suited in. Like if you're a spiritual person, you can't modify yourself to the nth degree, where it's like your
Hmm.
language wouldn't match some of the environments that you would want to put
Yeah.
yourself in anyway. So, it's just another signifier, isn't it? That maybe that's not where you're meant to be
Yeah.
doing what you're doing. Okay, so before we get on to your course, so excited to do that shortly. Top tips. So I know like this is a little bit, squeezing something into a thing, but if someone said to you, I'm just starting out now. Like within your course, if you can just give us a little bit of, we finished the course, you fly little birdies fly, what are going to be, don't forget to, or what are these 5 things that you're going to remember as you walk out into the world?
Shoot the content.
Shoot the content.
It's just as simple as that. Like it's not about like, oh, marketing and social media. It's about you putting yourself into the world.
Yeah,
And this era is the best way to do that.
yeah,
Before, maybe you have to go outside and put the table in the middle of the square where everybody
mm,
can see you.
yeah,
Right now, it's a social media. This is the
yeah,
square.
yeah,
Second thing, if you figure out, sometimes people like, oh, I can work with everyone. I'm like, I can do too. Do I really want? No. Write
mm,
down who you want to work with. Some
mm,
women told me like, I only want to work with women. Some
mm,
people like, hey, I only want to work with men. I feel like this is my field.
mm,
Some I'm like, work with kids, please. The
mm,
touch therapy for kids exists.
mm,
Touch therapy for older people exists. Touch
mm.
therapy for animals exists.
Huh?
So it's like, in this world, people who have money, I would pay in so many things that many people like, oh, people pay for that. I'm like, I guess
Mm,
so. I can get stuff for free for my friend. Some of things I cannot get for free. I need to pay for that. I don't want to do that myself, or I need help. Again, so many fields.
yeah,
This is too main. As
yeah,
soon as you
they're the
figure
two
out
men.
who you're working with,
Mm,
you're gonna shoot the content with this type of people, and then just keep doing that. and
Mm,
just be open to opportunities. And I think collab, yes, I didn't really collab a lot in the beginning, but it was like two, three major people who with a big following who helped me like give me the boost a little bit.
mm,
But again, even without that, if you're really consistent with their just shooting simple but very beautiful content, you're gonna be good. Social media would boost you anyway.
yeah.
That way you can find your people, your audience, people can find you. And then there's so many different tips and steps and tips, but
Mm,
this is the begin. This is how I started because I
yeah.
couldn't get outside or like what are gonna do? Advertising on the paper? I don't have money to, or like in the Google even. Like I don't have money
Yeah.
to invest. This is almost zero investment. Set up a
Mm,
place and just do what you like to do. Choose your beautiful model. That's it. It's that
got it.
easy.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. Okay. The course, Soul Touch Therapy 2.0. Do you want to just give us a little like what to expect?
Just a quick thing. First of all, I am very excited that I finally put the method like all together. So it's
Yeah.
like it's a core, it's a principle, it's techniques. This is what we do. This is how we do, and it's a very visual because I have a lot of people who texted me like, "Hey, I need more visuals," and I'm like, "I got you." So I shoot it with different bodies, with different
Mm,
practitioners, so students practicing on students, so people can see like, hey, this is like what can happen. Like it's not applicable for everyone, so we
mm,
always have to adjust. And I talk a lot about fascia because this is just something that everyone can help with for themselves, for their family. Like again, so many knowledge that is useful even if you don't work on people.
yeah.
And visual diagnostic. This is me like trying to give a little glimpse because it's just a lot to unpack about the body language, about their skin tone, like how a person look like. If you see like saggy, I don't know, like glutes muscles, like what does it
Yeah.
tells you? Because it's not just like, oh, she didn't train her glutes. No, it's not about that. It's deeper than that. I know
Mm,
a lot about psychosomatic, so we have psychosomatic, so a lot.
mm,
Before the course was mostly focused on like technique. Right now, it's like I've shifted way more like how we touch because I have different people coming to me again, from
mm,
hairdressers to doula, tantra teachers, coaches, regular people. I want
yeah.
to make sure that I'm like, hey, this is how you do it. I don't want that. I'm like, it's not about technique. This is like the approach that you're using. So you can
Mm,
apply that to any field, basically. Yoga teacher, like you
mm,
want to give like a 3 minute in the beginning and after their class, like a little maybe touch therapy. Maybe if you have stable group, maybe students gonna do touch therapy for themselves, or like you gonna slightly touch people while they're in shavasana laying down. So it's like it's all
mm,
about little things that we can apply into daily life or daily work. They can change the world. I think I had the same approach basically when I was a movement teacher because
yeah.
I didn't like the exercise. Like, yeah, we need exercise for sure, like to
Mm,
fix a problem, but to stay healthy, we just need to do things in a different way. Like we just need to change the way we sit, with the way we lay down, the way we get up from their bed, the way
mm,
we like basically picking up like toys from the floor when the kids like if we fix the little things like that, we don't need extra tons of exercise to stay healthy.
yeah.
So same
Keeping
principle here.
yourself. Yeah.
Little things that can change the world. Little things that you can do to your partner, to your friend, like, hey, let me,
Mm,
instead of just giving you a hug, let me squeeze you, let me hold you,
mm,
let me pet you in a certain way, certain speed. Where's the areas that where people the most safe, right? I swear, I worked on events and I know literally a couple tricks that can make a person comes from fight or flight mode to their fully relaxing mode and like that. Not because I'm
yeah.
some magician, just because a human simple touch works like that.
Yeah.
Feeling of safety when someone holding you and squeezing you, it's from everything from the childhood, from the birth. So
Yeah.
it's the first thing that all the doctors recommend, skin to skin contact. Why?
Hmm.
The touch, the actual physical touch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's simple.
Oh.
Not that simple. It's like you
Yeah,
really
not that
have to
simple.
sit down and
Yeah.
like write down. So I am, again, I'm very OCD. I dive into little details, but the basic of that, the base of the idea that I have, is just everybody needs some squeeze and couple strokes. Simple as that.
Definitely, definitely. Wow. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Uh,
you.
I could talk to you for hours, but that would be, you would need a week off.
Yeah.
So everyone can follow you at Soulflow Vibe. Your new course
Yes.
is in your bio from there, and like just follow along because your stories and your general like vibe is always amazing and fun and on point, and just such an absolute laugh to watch. If I'm honest, it's
Thank
just
you.
fun sometimes. It's just like there's someone just doing what they're doing and she's doing it well. So thanks so much for being my
Thank
first
you for inviting me.
Instagram live. I'm so chuffed. You're such an awesome human. I shall see you on the flip side.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good
All right.
evening.
Have a lovely evening. Ciao,
Bye.
darling. Bye.